Your world around you, your external world, is a reflection on what you have tolerated in all areas of life, and more so what you tolerate from yourself. If you've tolerated you not sticking to your word, but then you feel entitled to some sort of success in life, that's your fault, that's delusional. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a little while, but I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update as to what's going on and just share an important message with you guys. I'm just out to grab something to eat. It's been an intense filming day today and just got a lot of things done. Parents' place is coming along nicely. I got a little update on that very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, let's get on to the message. So guys, update on my parents' place is literally like a couple of weeks away, which is pretty crazy to be honest. And there were certain stages throughout where I kind of could have done another update, but so many things progressed and it's almost literally finished. It just makes sense to do the kind of final video, if you like. So that is going to be ready in literally a couple of weeks. It's pretty much done. It's just having the painting done on the outside of the building now, kind of like snags and finishing touches, but it's almost 70% furnished inside as well. So from the last video that you saw, crazy. And for those that haven't checked it out, I'm going to link in this video the very first episode to kind of watch it in parts so you can get a feel for the story of it. And honestly, such a humbling feeling to know that's coming into fruition. It's I can't even put it to words. How do I describe a decade of work in a single moment? How do I describe that? That's so hard, but I just wanted to push that message out there for those of you that have got big goals. If you persevere and you're patient and you do not get swayed from your vision, like, good things start to happen. And I'm trying to embrace that right now. I think that's the most important thing for me. And I'm just generally over the moon with what's in store and what's to come. So I'm really looking forward to that. But on the front of what I wanted to talk to you guys about is what you tolerate. So I was thinking about life in general. You know, you're in a circle, who you surround yourself with. Many of you coming onto the channel, you might be traders, entrepreneurs, you want to build wealth, build multiple streams of income. We tend to float around life not realizing that our life is a reflection, a direct reflection, right? Doesn't matter how many excuses you make, a direct reflection of what you tolerate around you. And the sooner that sinks in, just good stuff starts to happen. It really does. So let's say you've got an inner circle and you've grown up around them, you know, you surrounded yourself with them for quite a few years, and you wonder why maybe they don't support your business idea, or they don't support your trading career. They don't really believe it's a real job, or they don't think it's a real thing that can happen. And you scratch your head and you wonder why do they do that? Why is some people so negative? Or why is my family negative? You get what you tolerate. You've tolerated that. It's your fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they have a lack of abundance mindset, or they've not grown into what they can tap into at a later stage. Everybody's on their own journey. They can figure that out on their own. That's not your responsibility. However, you get what you tolerate. So if you consistently surround yourself with people that have weak mindsets, that are not abundant thinkers, and you're blaming them, that's your fault. And this is a level of extreme ownership. So this is a bit of a blend of that. But my point is this: your world around you, your external world, is a reflection on what you have tolerated in all areas of life, and more so what you tolerate from yourself. If you've tolerated you not sticking to your word, but then you feel entitled to some sort of success in life, that's your fault, that's delusional. And we fall into this trap where we point the blame game in all areas. Or it might even be a promotion, it could even be where you work. It's like it's their fault, it's someone else's fault. I should have been promoted, I've put in all the hours, I've worked really hard, I've done this. You feel entitled. You've tolerated that. You've tolerated not being promoted. And you might be thinking, why is that? Well, maybe you've not communicated that message. Maybe you've not been clear on your organization as to what you need to do to get to where you need to be. You've just done loads of work and you've expected that they should just promote you. Again, you get what you tolerate. You've tolerated your life around you. And I was really thinking deeply about that as to, from a trading perspective, as to why do successful traders win and why do unsuccessful traders stay unsuccessful? It's usually what they have tolerated around them and they don't realize it's happening. So my message to you guys is that what are you tolerating around you right now that is holding you back from succeeding? Because this is more of a prompt. Deception wouldn't be deception if it was obvious. These things are not obvious. We don't walk around every day, unfortunately, having a high level of self-awareness on a micro level to realize that we are the problem. But most of the time we are. Even for me, there's times when I realize I haven't taken extreme ownership. And there's times when you really want to realize that it's not your fault. However, when you can learn to take extreme ownership and realize that you've tolerated it, whether you like it or not, in all areas of life, good things just start to happen. And you become happier, you become more confident, you take extreme ownership over your life. And then you start to move towards your goals. You drown out the noise and you just move forward. So I'm hoping that you use this message as a little bit of a prompt to just think about where you are in your life right now. What have you tolerated? What have you tolerated in the last 7 days? What have you tolerated this year towards your goals? Have you actually actionably moved towards your goals that you set this year? When you got excited, right, before January 1st, and you thought about all those good things that you was going to achieve, have you actually stuck to that? And if you haven't, well, that's what you've tolerated. You've tolerated you not being disciplined enough to actually stick to what you said you was going to do when you said you was going to do it. And this is something that we don't think about enough, so sometimes you need the prompt. So if this message, you watching this video, prompts you to think about, oh wow, what have I tolerated in my life right now? Well, good, you know, it serves you well. I'm just out in the smart car, by the way. I love driving this thing. This is full electric. And again, one of the visions I have, I just want a side note I wanted to share with you guys, is that it's a beautiful evening right now. We've had lots of sunshine. It's just like one of those nice warm evenings. And I visualized moments like this in which that I had this kind of line up in my head of like, I want my house, I want to take care of my parents, I have the vision, I want to take care of them financially forever, and then I want to have my dream cars, my supercars, Range Rover, all that stuff. But what I really want is just a black on black smart car, full electric, like a little mini go-kart. It's like, because it's quite actually instant, right? It's faster than what you'd think. Which people don't even expect or don't realize. But again, it was the vision I had, and in life you get what you tolerate, and I did not tolerate a weak mindset. I didn't tolerate that from myself because I was clear on my vision. So I always bring it back to that for that reason, because something so little and small as this, I literally visualized with so much detail as to house, family, looking after them, multiple sources of income, making big impact in the world, and just sometimes just bowling around in a smart car, keeping it low key, making me feel grounded. I actually use this to make me feel grounded, because sometimes you don't need to be in an SVR all the time, or a Porsche or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It's like bringing it back to basics, and I absolutely love that. So just wanted to share that little side note on there. But yeah, I'm feeling very humbled right now, very, very inspired by people that I've got around me and my inner circle, because I've not tolerated anything less, right? I've tolerated good people with weak mindsets. I don't surround myself with anything but that abundance mindset. And from time to time, little things creep in, but you deal with that. You know, no one's perfect, but when you acknowledge it and you realize it, you cut it out, because it's like poison. I can assure you that no one is going to achieve your goals for you. And if you tolerate all this shit around you, you won't achieve nothing. I promise you, it will hold you back. So use this video right now to prompt, right, what have I tolerated around me in the last 3 months, 6 months, even last 7 days? And what has anything of that you've tolerated got to do with your goals? And when you start thinking like that, you will get the biggest mental shift that will serve you for the long run. I promise you that, guys. But yeah, I've got some big things coming on this channel. I'm going to be showing you more behind the scenes. We've got the unveiling of my parents' place, and you're going to see it like fully furnished. I can't wait to get the reaction on my parents' face. I've literally been working for 10 years for this, guys, and to be able to see that come into fruition, and just, I'm almost pinching myself, because I'll show you behind the scenes of where I grew up and where I'm from. You know, I didn't feel entitled to anything. I just knew, right, just get it done, crack on with it, be patient on the bigger picture. So many people are not patient in life in general, and they're just expecting things constantly. I didn't expect anything. I just expected things from myself every single day. And I was patient on the fact that if I stick to just like 5 daily goals that would be congruent with this big vision that I've set for myself, I know that it might not happen in a year, maybe not in a month, maybe not in 3 years, maybe not in 4 years, but I can assure you this, when the vision is clear, you literally become unstoppable, guys, absolutely unstoppable. And that is how, just genuinely, that is how I feel. I feel like when I put pen to paper and I write a goal out, it's happening. It's already happened. I don't even need to do anything else. It's already happened. It's already in motion. And I've trained my subconscious mind in a way that when I put that down, all these neural pathways create, I just move towards it. Aggressively move towards my goals day by day, but I'm also patient on the bigger picture that I don't expect it to happen tomorrow. And if you can take that message away from this video alone, it will serve you well. Guys, enjoy your evening. Just wanted to share this with you and hope it inspires you to really think about your goals. You've got big goals, think bigger, guys. Stop thinking small, surround yourself with big thinkers. They'll push you more than anything else. And you'll realize that when you're around the right people, you start to achieve some really, really big stuff. So enjoy the rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. You're gonna see a lot more from this channel, guys, behind the scenes, and some big shake-ups happening, I can assure you that. I'm excited to reveal some things, but enjoy the rest of your day, morning, wherever you are in the world. Catch you soon. See you in the next episode, guys. Take care.